Dude, I don't want any trouble. Hands off.
Really? This month, Ashley? Come on.
I'm dildos galore. Is that what it is? Get it right?
That was funny.
Hey, dildos galore is my
Funny.
favorite 007.
I love how Red didn't even catch that one.
He didn't catch it.
No.
What was it? I missed it. Tell me.
I'll do it again and she'll say it again.
Really, Ashley, this month there's 2 days left. Come on.
I missed it again. Even I'm not that. For fuck's sake. All right, do it again slower.
I already told you. I already told you today. I'm not down with those jokes. Racism is a crime, Ashley. Racism is a crime.
I'm gonna your ass. Keep talking like that.
And crime is for. No, I better not. This is live.
I mean,
Here, hold on. Who's in here?
dude,
You're safe.
you got and you.
Racism is crime, and crime is for black people.
Oh, no. Tell that to my fucking, to the judge.
You can't post this now.
Cause
You can't post that now.
That's for white people.
I was gonna say because
Racism.
and I'm the only one from fucking Arkansas in here, so you know
You're
that.
from Arkansas. I get it.
Home of the kick.
I'm gonna
Okay, it's enough. Jesus Christ. Dude, you're gonna get me banned from TikTok for me. Wait.
When we see kids manifesting like this, like we do come by kids doing stuff like this, we are like, oh, they're kids, right? They don't know any better. They must have picked it up from their parents, or, we make excuses for them because they're children. But these are grown adults, like at their big ages, see what they are doing. Things like this happen quite frequently. It's insane how frequent we see lives like this on TikTok. And of course, we see them on other platforms as well. But let these people tell you how racism doesn't exist anymore. Oh, we are not like our ancestors. We know better. Yeah, right. These are the things they were doing on TikTok that turned TikTok from a dancing fun app to an app where you go for education. Because people like them come on the platform with their ignorance and their bigotry, and they manifest in unimaginable ways. Personally, when I see things like this, I do not get offended for the simple reason that, one, they are fooling themselves, right? And worse, they are fooling themselves on the internet, a place where nothing dies. Literally anything that makes it to the internet is forever. So you are literally laying the foundation for you to go down in history as a stupid person. And not only that, they are writing themselves in history as a rate to desist. They did that and they gave us video evidence. Reason number 2 for me is very interesting. And when I think about reason number 2, I laugh very hard at them because it's funny that these folks have still not come to the realization that they are laying the foundation for the future generation, their future generation, to have a very hard time. And this is it. The tables are turning, right? Nothing lasts forever. We know this, right? A time is going to come where eventually they lose all of these pacha, shiny things they think they have and have built, which they actually stole, right? And they would lose all of this power. And they are laying the foundation. They have been laying the foundation historically, right? We read the history books and we see all the things that they did. All those things somehow we have to imagine, right? We have to imagine them. But they are taking it a step further now in present time by giving us video evidence. They are giving the future generation video evidence of their wickedness, of their hatred. I'm like, I look at them and how they are ruling and how they have been ruling, quite frankly. But right now we're focusing on the present, right? I look at them and how they are presently ruling and documenting themselves in such a very negative light. And I'm like, these folks are too focus on the present power that they have and the present control that they have, that they cannot for a second think about what if that time comes where they lose these things, as they would eventually. How would their every activities for the past 500 years and the activities now which they are documenting affect them in the future? But you see, their audacity, right? Their arrogance would not make them want to think about this, because they think what they have going now would last forever. Everything they are doing right now is going to bite them in the bum so hard, and it's going to be so bad, because literally we have every race on earth, especially if you go on TikTok, right, where everybody's talking about their history and wanting to educate people from their communities. We have Black people talking, we have Africans, we have the indigenous of the Americas, we have Asians. Everybody is talking about this one group of people.
No, dear, you got it all wrong. The reason I have been consistently getting the same type of responses ever since I've been hearing TikTok exposing truth, why are you making everything about race type of right? Is because this is the first time in their history, given all the technology and information that is now available to everyone else, that these same people are now having people of color whom they have been effectively oppressing and exploiting all throughout their history, exposing their skin and calling them out. And quite frankly, they have no idea how to deal with that shit now. That's precisely why the amount of mass shooting by these people have significantly increased since the internet came out. They are losing their minds because they know, just like we do now, that in a few more decades, they will no longer hold the majority. They are scared to death about the prospect because they clearly know how they have been treating everyone else not like them. In other words, they are now terrified about eventually receiving their same historical treatment in return. There's a reason these people are conservatives rather than liberals. In order for one to conserve something, one must have first established whatever that is which needs protection and conservation. Have you ever seen conservatives trying to liberate themselves from liberals? No, right? That's because their entire fight is about keeping the liberals from liberating themselves from their historical established captivity, not the other way around. Educate yourself, please. Stay woke, people. Dale.
Like a friend of mine usually says, they are losing their popularity, they are losing their control, and more so, they are losing their control over the narrative, because now we are telling our story, we are sharing our perspective, right? And this whole idea of whiteness that is like a precious object that is kept in a glass, like in a museum or something where people come and admire. You see, this glass that was once there giving us this illusion that this object that was within it was worth something more than it actually was, is no longer there. The glass is being shattered. Now we can actually reach and touch this object and we can feel it to be the fake that it actually is. These folks are presently running away from their history, their whitewashing stuff and banning critical race theory. They think their history is bad now. They don't like how they are being perceived now, or they don't know what's coming. They should wait for the next 200, 500 years. When they're teaching history in class at that time, they are going to be incorporating these videos. You see these videos they're making now and laughing and think they are actually making fun of other people, not knowing that they are laying the foundation for their own destruction. Instead of these folks to be making amends and doing right by the people that they have wronged for hundreds of years now, they are doubling down on their hate and their ignorance and their living video evidences. Yes, I laugh because this is like us watching someone shoot themselves in the foot. Like I've said before, I'm just here watching. It seems to me like it's these folks' greatest desire to go down in history as the most hateful group of people. So I'm just going to be here doing the Lord's work, helping them solidify themselves in history as the most hateful group of people.
My question is for white people. And I am a white person, so I feel like I'm allowed to ask this, but not only am I allowed, I feel like it definitely needs to be discussed. And my question is this. What have we done as a race, as a group of people, to make anybody else like us? Why should anybody else like us? Because everything that we have done as a group of people has been to tear somebody else down and make sure that we are at the top, as if race is like a tier system. If you look far enough back at anything in this country, it's probably going to be rooted in racism, which is something that I have been learning a lot about lately. And it just begs me to wonder, why do we think as a race that we are automatically deserve so much respect? For what? What have we done to deserve that? Yeah, that's my question. And I think the answer is genuinely nothing. As sad as that is.